Okay. Got it. Back to meeting. Okay, there we are. The beauties. All of our beautiful stuff. I got my case open with a few of what I had left over. The smart thing I did from this weekend, at least, was I kind of took the colors I knew I was going to use if I had to reuse anything, and I put them in one bag. So, because of that way, I didn't have to think about. I could grab them quickly, and that saved me a ton of time. So, I'm going to have some titanium white out. I'm going to have some cad yellow out. I'm going to remove the stuff. And pretty much get out all my colors because they were pretty stiff. So cad yellow light. Next, I have some transparent yellow right there. I'm not sure I'm going to use that. And we got this. This is supposed to be cadmium yellow orange deep. Really? Looks just like Utrecht. They sent me some stuff. So I got cad red out. I don't need any more cad red. Well, I don't have any. Where's my ochre? I got this yellow ochre. It's really light, pale yellow ochre. I don't know. It looks like it has a lot of white in it to me. Not sure if I like it. And burnt sienna. I want some Terra Rosa out. A little bit of Terra Rosa out. I'm going to put some color up there. Color. Cad orange. Is that enough? We will see. We don't painting yellow, so probably put it out. Can't hurt. Blues out. Phthalo greens out. All I need is a sweet red, which is your alizarin crimson, or at this time it's Rose Madder Deep by Rembrandt. I might put out some burnt sienna too, just because these yellows it's so interesting. You know, they are very interesting, and over here too. And to make some nice yellows and stuff, sometimes use burnt sienna and cad yellow, make some awesome yellow oranges. So as many yellow oranges as I can make probably would help on this one, since it is major yellow. And Char, again, thank you very much for this. We don't need no stinking weather. No, we don't need no. Okay. Colors right. All right. Let's look at this. Darkest dark are the other centers. One of the things I really want these things to be really kind of fun. So I think we're going to try and get a few different colors going on in there. You know, I can see some nice blues and some nice oranges and reds. So let's start off with some alizarin crimson and blues. Or if you're like me, Rose Madder and blue. I don't need half as much as I just put out here. I did. Anyway, there's one. That's kind of a cool one. I do need a warmer one, so I'm going to go just the opposite of it. Do a warm red with Terra Rosa and blue. Leave one on the blue side, one on the red side. Right? Okay. Anything else? Maybe a green one. Let's do a green one just for the heck of it too. I think we can get by with just a warm red again. Let's go with Terra Rosa or Venetian or whatever in green. This is just in case. I think we might be able to get a nice couple spots in here. Might be nice to have. So, and we might be able to use it for. Got a lot of greens there too. So, I guess the more greens we have, it should be good. I should be working on those right now too. Sorry, I got a little bit of a cold. Don't know how I got it, but I got one. I'm gonna go with Cad Orange and Phthalo Green, mostly heavier on the. Well, this is about half and half. That's a pretty nice one. I'm gonna go the other one. I'm gonna go with Cad Red into it, Phthalo Green. Ooh, see, my Cad Red is very strong, and that just did that to a Phthalo Green. I'm just going to move it down. Okay. Not bad. All right. Color wise, we're going to need sky color. I'm going to go make it sky color too right now. Just blue. I'm going to make a little bit more. Blue and white to start off with, and we'll try to get to this value here. Probably around a 5, maybe 6 value. And I'm just going blue and white for now. And then we'll tint it up a few times to keep it from being too boring. So a little more white. Without too much blue, but I figured I would have fun with it. Yeah, the nice thing about doing that festival was, mixing up all my colors and stuff ahead of time and stuff. I was able to really kind of at least get that, knocked out. So when I did paint, it was just straight painting for an hour, which is no big deal. You draw it out and paint a little bit, and that's it. Listen, I put out too much blue. I'm getting sorry.
This is Anne Marie. I looked at the posting that you did. I think it was on your website with the photographs of you in action, and there were a lot of people on the street or wherever the festival was walking, among the painters. Did that bother you? Did they come and look at what you were doing or interrupt you? How did that work?
Every once in a while, you get somebody who'd want to come up and make conversation when you're working. I had my wife there, and she just go shoo them away nicely.
Nice.
So that's the whole thing is you had to be nice to everyone because they could vote for you. So it was pretty sad. I mean, I would have told them, God, get out of here. But no, it only bugged me a little bit. But each one of us was quite different. I mean, there were some artists who just put on their headphones and did their work and really didn't interact with the crowd at all.
Huh.
Where I don't really care. I'm just like with you guys. I just kind of paint and gab and I mean, all I'm doing is putting down a mark here and a mark there. So it wasn't horrible for me.
James, are you just going lighter? Are you just going lighter with that blue? There's all kind of reflection on it.
Is there?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm going with blues, lighter blues, trying to get these ones right here. This one, I just added a little bit of red here. I have oxide red, or you have this is Terra Rosa. I added just to it, just a hair to tone it out of there. But I'm going to leave a little bit darker one and then a grayer one here. I think I might even, since I have all this color, I might even make a green one. Just take a little green and add it in here because the more colors I have, the more fun I think we can have inside here, you know, we can, you know, be real expressive playing around in here. Add a little bit more white. Yeah, I'm just adding a lot more white to almost all my colors, trying to lighten them up. There we go. Pretty good. So I don't have everything the same. Maybe this one I'm going to put a little cooler red into it because I make it purple. So this, okay, I'll tell you what I did. Basically start off with white. I mean blue and white. Brought it down here, you know, got it to about, oh yeah, 5? No, that's more like a 6. 6 value, but it could be lighter. Brought it in, and here I added just a little bit of warm red to it. Barely kind of graded out, just knocked down a little bit than that. On this one, this pile, I added some green to it, and it worked out really well. That'd be kind of fun. You can see that in there. These guys are going to probably all be mixing together pretty quickly too. And this one, I just added just a little bit of alizarin to it, and figured that would be, you know, a nice little combination of blues to make it interesting, have some fun with, something to grab onto. You know, these are colors that pretty much kind of almost guaranteed to work together. So we're good there. So that's your sky. Now we've got to do yellows. But before we do any of that, I'm going to go back here and just gray these guys out to about a 5 and see what happens with these top darks. Probably going to get a few more purples, definitely a lot more purples here. Yeah, this one's a blue purple, just a little more blue into it. So it's a little different than that. And then this one, add a little more. This is warmer red going into it. Doesn't look like it's going to do a whole lot, but good enough. Red on the red side, some warm purple. I'm just looking for probably dots of color in some of these things when I get to this area. This is green and red. That's going to give me a nice grayed out color. That can be in here. This is on the red side. The greens, I might add yellow to. Just right. I'm gonna add yellow to these greens though. I bring them down. I'm gonna leave a little bit for the mid tones. But I'm gonna add yellow to each one of these, probably half the amount in yellows. Trying to figure out how much blue I'm gonna have to put in these things. That was a little bit more than I needed. Now, there are a lot of greens here, so maybe I might mix up a few more. And we're probably not going to make any more out of those guys. Those guys are just going to be tinting shadows and things into these colors. So as you can tell, at some points I'm okay, but it's overall, it probably needs to be cooler. So being cooler, I might add just a little more phthalo to it. Because phthalo is on the cool side of the green, has more blue in it. That's starting to get me there. That's pretty good. This yellow, green is going to be nice. Just needs to be lightened up. And this green came down with a little more red in it from the cad red and phthalo green. This came down with cad orange. I think that's not bad. Now what I want to do is on these greens, just spread them out one more time because I want one more value from each one. See if I can get just a touch more yellow in it. I'm gonna put ochre in because I don't think I need to go too, I don't want to go too bright. I want to add some more yellow to them, but I don't want it to be too crazy. I mean, too fluorescent. So let's try that. Just to give me this. So now I got like 4 or 5 greens to play with to get this stuff. As you can tell, I go here and you can tell I need a little blue coolness to it. So let's take a little sky and add in here each one of these. And this will, when you get done here, this should start to get this, sorry, squish that in. Should start to get really pretty close to it. Just needed this yellow to be cooled off a little bit. You know, I might still have to add some white to it. But now I'm starting to get at least some cool greens to go with some warmer greens. So you have a little bit of, you have better options when you get going in it and you know that these guys are just gonna work pretty good together. Like I said, each one of these guys probably could go a little lighter, not that much. But, and they should be good. Just a little bit of white and that'll do it. It'll get me close. Too cool. These are getting just a little too close to each other. Adding just back a little bit more yellow to it. And I'll just kind of just knock that color right in there. All right. So that is enough greens to get me through everything I need pretty much. I might have to make a couple adjustments, but it's going to get me pretty close to doing what I need to do. Basically, now we got that we got the insides of the sunflowers. We got a little more, some gray tones to play with it. We got our greens and we got our sky. All we need now is a few different oranges and yellows. And we are there. We're going to start off with 2 different orange yellows. One with burnt umber or burnt sienna, and one with alizarin. So we'll put a little bit of yellow in each one of these guys. Probably a lot more, but I'm looking for oranges first. You know, trying to think about, as you can see, I can get a value pretty close right now ready. And the insides, value wise, it just needs to be greened out because there's a lot of reflective greens right in there, and that's what's causing it to gray out these colors. But it's nice to have really intense, good, strong colors right here. I'm just going to green them out a little bit. So basically, I'm just going to go over here and grab a couple yellow greens and add them into this thing. Each one of these guys, just to gray out the red so it doesn't, you know, sit back a little bit.
You have one. You have one burnt umber and one.
Yeah, this one's burnt umber, and this is alizarin.
Oh, burnt sienna.
Yeah, burnt sienna. I'm sorry, burnt sienna. Very good. You get an A. You see, I was trying to trick you. So you
Teacher's
get an
pet.
A for the class. Congratulations.
Hey, does a check come with that?
Yes, a check. I'll give you a check mark. Yeah. So I'm just going to take next. I'm just going to take the straight yellow. Take these guys. Just add just a pinch of color here to them and see how close I can come to my yellows I need. And you can see pretty close. It's gonna fit really good up here. Probably gonna be a little bit brighter for that one, but we'll see. This one just a scraping of alizarin into it, yellow. So this is basically yellow with a lot more yellow and just a scraping of alizarin in it. And this is just a scraping of burnt sienna in it. There you go. And of course, look at these piles. They're huge. Yes, I should have made huge piles. I did not squirt off enough yellow at all. So I'm going to have to dig in my bag and grab my yellow out again. You go through it pretty quick when you get going here. This next one, I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna try some ochre and cad yellow. Because I'm seeing this bright one here, going, maybe I can get that. I got this light ochre. You might have to, just a little bit of ochre and then a lot of cad yellow to it. Just to give me a kind of a goofy one up here. It's pretty close. It's interesting. And another one, I want, you have cad orange and cad yellow. Or if you don't have cad orange, try cad red light. There you go. That's a nice one. That'll work. That'll get us in here a lot of places. That's a good one. That's when you start needing, these are a little bit grayed out because we've got a little burnt sienna and we've got a little alizarin in them. These guys, we have pretty much different yellows. We got a, ochreish yellow in this one, which doesn't really show up. This one we have a really nice cad orange and yellow. That's really just nails the heck out of that color. That's really good. If I had one more, I would just go just the heck of it. I'd put some cad red out and cad yellow out and probably get a nice orange. It almost looks probably just like cad orange. That will be able to get in here on the darker side. Be a nice little transition color. So I'll go through the colors again. And here we go. You guys anybody need anything right now though?
Energy.
Tell me. Yeah, okay. This is just blue and alizarin. This one has a little bit more blue, and this one has a little more alizarin. So we just brought them down to around 6s with a little bit of white. This one's blue and Terra Rosa. And this is blue Terra Rosa, a little bit more red in it. And when we bring those guys down, you get some nice grayed out purples. This is Terra Rosa and Phthalo Green. Figured that's going to be in here somewhere. This is a little more Terra Rosa and Phthalo Green. I'm going to put a little more green in this one because I probably could use it in some shadows. I probably should have just a hair more of it. Probably, but it's easy. Just trying to remember. It's Terra Rosa and Phthalo Green or Venetian Phthalo Green or one of the other warm reds we were going to be using. Here we used cad orange and Phthalo Green. Came up with a really nice one. This one is cad red and Phthalo Green. Like I said, just with that one, a little more Phthalo Green in it. You can see how warm it gets right up here when you leave it on the cad red side. Bringing these guys down with some yellow. I brought them down a couple places with yellow. Then I decided to add some sky to them to cool them off in the mid-tones. And then I added white to them to get another thing. So I took the colors, and just nailed them out, trying to get enough value changes and color changes to give us some nice, interesting greens to play with on some of these bigger swatches. That's what I was trying to do. This guy probably should be knocked down with some white too, because I could see him, getting back into this guy. But hey. So that's another one. The blues are pretty simple. We did, skies. We just did blue and white. Got it to about a 5 or 6. Split the pile into 4s. This one I added just a little of Terra Rosa to it, graded out a little bit from there. Here I added some phthalo green to this pile. And then this pile I added just a little alizarin to it for rose madder. Then we got to the yellows. They went pretty quick. I was surprised. Again, alizarin and yellow made this pile. Then we just added some more yellow, took a scraping of this and added a ton of yellow to it. Came up with this pile. This one you can see just a little more golden, right? That was with burnt sienna and yellow. And we took a scraping of it and made some more. And it's just a little duller, but you gotta have all these colors. So you gotta have a lot of different colors. I think I added just a little bit of blue to these colors too. These 2 top ones, to gray them out a little bit. More reflective inside those flowers. But then on the brighter ones, we went really strong here. This is yellow, and I think this is ochre. I just use yellow and ochre, so it's really ochre. They didn't really do much to the yellow, not as much as I thought it would, but it took it off of the being straight out of the tube cad yellow, which is where.
And Jim, is
really,
that was cad yellow, right?
Yeah, this is just cad yellow. This is cad yellow with just a hair of ochre, a little bit of ochre in it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I had a really light ochre, so it didn't really move it too much. And then this one is cad orange and cad yellow. And that's a really nice color. That's all over in here. This one is just a simple cad red and yellow. So we really used almost all of our reds up and hit them with yellows, made some nice oranges and bright yellows. And I think they should do the trick here on this thing. So today, yeah, I'm going to just be probably trimming a little bit of this out. I don't think I'll be doing all this, too many leaves here. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. So let me turn back. And any questions?
Nope.
That's the way I like it. No questions. I'm not answering any. But you can ask them. I'm not answering. All right.
I'm behind because I ended up changing it. I ended up cropping it. So I changed canvases. So I don't know how much painting I'm going to get done. But
You know, that's the thing about artists that I always point out. You gotta have a good excuse.
I know you
for
do.
anything. You know,
so
even
true.
Even if you fail, that's good. You don't want to. You can't have any of that stuff on you or in your head. You know, anything that could, ruin your thinking, because you don't need that in doing art. It's hard enough. So blame your materials, blame me,
Yeah.
blame anybody, but don't take the blame.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay. I figured you would. Keep your confidence up. That's what we want. That's all we care about. Shoot, I got it here coming back. Spotlight. Okay, let me bring this back in here to the right spot. Oh. There we go. Oh. Everything got moved around a little bit. know, I gotta even pull this. I didn't even pull this one up. Hopefully I can pull it up. No, we can't. Come on. All right, spring 23, where are you? There you are. This is our last class.
And then what?
Oh, then we gotta probably go a la carte. You know,
Okay,
we'll just do them when we can do them. You know, you got that trip in France coming up. I got workshops coming up. So
you doing anything in LaGrange?
I could. I was
Well,
talking about doing a plein air little workshop.
That's what we want to do.
You want to do one?
Yep.
Okay, we can do one probably out around here around Bemis Woods or something.
Could you ever video it so I could watch?
No, not for you, Heather. Not for you, Heather.
Not for me.
That kind of attitude, that attitude of yours, you know, what about me? What about me attitude? Good.
But
I think
that's
it's-
being an artist, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
It's all about me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
dear.
Hey, we'll see. Well, I'll get something done. I do have one I did a while ago, but it's, you know, it's pretty sad. I probably should put it up for free. But, you know, I didn't win this weekend, so I'm broke. You know, I expected to win. I had that money spent. My wife had that money spent. I don't know what we're going to. Sorry. Just kidding around. I'm going to tone it with a little bit of red, not too much. You know, just to get this red out of here, gray it out a little bit. Oh. We didn't even miss last week, did we? And I'm still out of it. Kind of like can't remember what to do. Anyway,
We did the barn.
Mike's
that's
Barn.
what we did. And everybody did so well on that.
Yeah, I
that we did
enjoyed
not
that
have
one.
to review it.
That was a good one.
That was. We will do nothing but easy ones from now on.
Yeah.
1 hour easy paints. That's all we're thinking about. It's a good idea, really. All right. Since I'm going square in here and stuff, I'm going to push some things around. But what I really like is how this big flower comes so close to the edge here, but does not touch it. So I'm thinking about, you know, at least 1.5 inches away from that edge to starting that guy, getting him in about here. He's probably a little lower too, probably in here, you know. And you know, it has a leaf. And then you have the big one right in. Well, there's two of them here. This one, and then the full one right here. Goes up here. Yeah, and we're done.
Oh, that was quick.
So wasn't it quick? That was painless.
Yeah. There we
Hell
go.
yeah! Don't even need to draw. You just do it. Right? All right. So I can bring just one of the things I want to do though is let me make sure this guy right here is not in the middle. So I'm gonna make sure he is probably maybe a little lower than, because if he's in the middle there, it's gonna you know, that was one thing about doing that tournament. Really, you had no choice, no chances to make it. You had to go with what you had right off the bat, or you weren't going to finish or get anything. So I'll tell you guys how to do it next year. I expect all of you guys are going to enter and go for the big money. Yeah. It was free to enter. That's the thing, though. Okay, didn't cost me anything. You know.
Oh, that's good. But you had to stay overnight, right?
Yeah, I had to stay overnight twice, which costs you something, but you get paid if you get in. You that first round, you're guaranteed $100 for just being there. You know, getting in that first round, 200 for the second round, 300 for the third, and 400 for the fourth. So, you know, you're always making a little money, and then you get to they sell your artwork for you too. So I had a few people from here buy my stuff, and they got great deals.
I was
Oh my
going to
God.
say, you sold
There,
your
I was like, oh my God.
$20,000 winner for 200, right?
Right.
Oh,
I was going, oh my, oh well, you know what, hey, I was so exhausted when I was done finally. I was like, oh. So yeah, you got to have lots of energy when you go to it.
Jim, did you have any say on what they sold your work at? What price?
No, not really. I mean,
Wow.
it was a silent auction.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I
Yeah,
do.
so they got to pretty much whoever bid on it could, you know, got a chance. Not me. Which is, you know, I don't really care. Like I said, even, you know, if I like it, I'll paint it again. It was only an hour's, and like I said, I probably didn't lay it out as perfect as I would have liked to have laid them out a little bit better. But you know, whatever.
Oh,
It
you
was
did
fun,
awesome.
though. Yeah, it was fun. You know, it was like painting with you guys. You know, you just don't get too serious about it. Just do it, and it'll turn out fine. Okay. All right, to mark this one, probably got some more yellows in here to put in and stuff too. Of course, you know, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go into my darks first. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the alizarin and blue. This is gonna be on the red side though, and I want to get that purple in here in this center of this guy first. Get these really well marked off, right? And get that oval going. So it's kind of, you know, it's this way. It's not straight up and down. It has a little angle to it. So, and if you do that, you're fine. I'm just going to use it to mark off these guys where I think they need to go. Yeah, I mean, I was lucky enough to have a nice photo of the chickens from Molly from our Saturday class. So I repainted that one. Most of them were all repaints. So that helped a lot. You know, you didn't have to think quite as much. You know, it could just, you know, been there already. So it's kind of like, I just kind of know where I'm going.
you didn't have to think much, but
Yeah.
some of us would have to.
Well, we'll find out next year, won't we? You know, I'm gonna keep moving this guy over a little bit. Now I get this guy in here, I can find out, oh, I needed a little bit more room on that guy. yeah, it's probably too dark for. Anyway, let's move it back. And I want to just make sure I get that cleaned off enough that, that purple is not going to kill my color too much. And then move this guy back one more spot. That's not too bad size-wise already. This is going to bring him back here. A little bit more, I think. Yeah, I'm going to bring him back a lot more. I got this whole negative area here. I just can't, it's going to look, it's going to be green. And well, let's move back one more step here. Whole spot over. We'll tie up together easy. Okay. That one's there. That one's there. This one just needs to be rounded. And okay, I'm going to put some, go to my warm red and blue mix. And I'm going to leave the outsides go where they are. I'm just going to put it in the middle. This area there, and then maybe a little bit more there. Some of these areas just kind of like, very dark already. That one I just needs to come back a little back in the playing field. Okay. Especially when you're dealing with yellow, because it's just going to be so strong. I'm going to go and now paint in the shadow colors of these yellow flowers. So I think that's the most important. I'm just going to keep going. This is a phthalo green and cad red mixes. This is on the green side. That's a really dark. So I'm not going to be using it very much. I don't think I'll be using it at all. In fact, I'm going to go try this is the cad red side. A little bit better. Probably could have used just a little bit yellow into it. A little more yellow. Oh, well, can't have everything. When I'm putting this stuff in, at this area here, I'm kind of thinking about the petals a little bit, but not too bigly. And, knowing that it's a sunflower, how it goes around it, that I think the most important thing is always that going to be like the gaps in between the petals. I think those guys would be. So, and that's just.
So Jim, with that,
Yeah.
with the shadows in the flower, the petals, how do you
Yeah.
know, how do you know to pick the blue and the red, that red?
In the center or for?
No, in the petals, the cad red and the blue.
Yeah, well, cad red and phthalo green.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah, it's a little more green. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, that makes
yeah.
more sense. That makes more
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's fitting in here. I did put that other color though, the blue and the Terra Rosa. I put that into the middle of it. So you weren't totally wrong. Yeah, you were, but I'm being nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, this other one, definitely more red in it. So I might even go back here and steal some red and put it into my green. I'm kind of running out of red here. I'm using a little more Terra Rosa in my red here. My phthalo green and Terra Rosa. Using that to get this first section here in. Yeah, it's a little grayed out, and I'm gonna brighten it up with some oranges and things. I just really I'm looking for the value more than I'm looking for the perfect shot right here, because of we'll get there. That's that comes with a little bit more work. But it's gonna get there real quick. But you just gotta go around, you gotta do all the flowers. This one up here again does not get hardly anything. You know, if you saw anything, it'd be just a tone. I might put a tone in them just like this and then put the yellow on top of that. Just before it might sit back farther, because right now I think if I put it in there, the yellow's just gonna jump forward. We're gonna have to play with that a little bit, but it shouldn't be too much. And that's the thing about these centers and the width of the petals are about the same. The petals are pretty close to about the size of the center. The centers are, and that's what I'm working with. And I'm just not gonna worry too much about that. Be good. Okay. And then, there's some other stuff going on down here, shadows, but that could be on the green side on this guy here. All right. Just going to draw these petals out on this guy a little bit more so I know where I'm going. This one and that one. I want to just clean up this spot here. That guy and that one too. Okay. All right. I'm going to go and let's get some of the greens in now. I'm going to go with some of the darker greens, some of the this is phthalo green and red, cad red. I know this is going to be way too dark in this area. For now, I'm just painting the shadow really. I'm not gonna push it back with the yellow, push back where I need it. So cheat it out a little bit.
So that's more on the green side, obviously, right?
Yeah, it went a little greener than I was really hoping.
Oh,
I might add just a little blue to it. Let me see.
is
But I
that's
can
a
always-
leaf though, right?
It's a leaf. It's a leaf. It's a leaf. And, just adding blue to it, that's the cool thing about working wet into wet. It's just, adding just a little blue to that color. And it works. And making sure your shadows at this point end with the leaf. That will save you some cleanup time when when it is cleanup time. Think about also if you want to just put in just a little bit of color or darkness into the shadow areas of the brighter parts of the leaf. That'll come in handy. That'll speed things up just at the end. You start putting in the other stuff. Same thing here. I'm going to put this one like this one here, this leaf behind here. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of more blue to that phthalo green and cad red mix. I'm going to add some blue to it because of, it needs to sit back a little bit behind here. This needs to come in right in here. I might even put a little more blue into it. Cheat it a little bit more here and there. Just brighten it up. Okay. And then this will help me get that little spike that comes out of underneath here. There's a little spike. So I'll get that in there. Then I can go back in here and just get that blue back in here a little bit more. And we are good. Painting so many sunflowers. All right, and I'm just gonna tone in a few of these back ones, same color. You can always warm it up really easily, but if I need to. So it's mostly blue, a little bit of green, with that phthalo green and red mix going into this guy. This kind of stuff back in here, this is where I'm going to be real impressionistic about getting anything. All I'm looking for in this this color and shape wise is a backdrop to these guys, so these guys come forward. So basically it's just a blue green I've already mixed it here, and I'm just going to be using that here, and it will look totally different against these brighter yellows or darker yellows here than against blue and stuff. So you can use a lot of your colors over and over again. All right. Let's get
The back, have you added white to anything yet?
no. Why
No.
would I do that?
Well,
Why,
no.
you?
Well, it's just everything on mine is so dark. Maybe I'm not using any medium in it.
I'm using medium. The medium will lighten it against the white of the background.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does. I mean, this is, you can just see it thin out. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really that dark, but then you got the white of the canvas, and it really helps, make it lighter.
well, if I can lighten it up anyway a bit as I go on, right?
Yeah, we're going to be lightening it. Yeah, a lot more. I'm just trying to get working on what, it's just the structure of the darks that are going in here. So I'm kind of like just trying to get these guys to get in here. And I am going to put the vein, usually I would, if I was just doing this really quickly and needed, only had an hour, I'd probably just, put the blue in and then scrape these out and then put these guys in. But I'm looking at something a little different. I want to have some fun with it that could be interesting. And again, I'm going to put some more blue into my color. This is the Cad Orange and Phthalo Green. It's add a little more blue to it again. I got a lot of green. I got a lot of things, but some of these wisps up here can be have a little more blue into them. I'm going to make them just a hair big, and then I'm going to paint them back. Oh, there we go. A little bit like that one. There's a little bit too big, too fat. My fault. And then there's the other one, and then there's a leaf here coming up. And then there's a really big leaf here, which I didn't draw in, kind of took away. Kind of like that. He's going to go on. I'm just going to keep him with regular green for now. Light. Put it in. Land it. And then this stuff over here is going to be no more than a couple of mush. I don't want anything to be interesting here. When I start getting greens coming in from the sides, just what I want those guys to do. All that they have to do is turn the eye around and around. That's all I want these greens I'm putting in on this side, heavy greens on this side, to push it around, catch the blue, zoom that blue around to your yellows, and then you have to let the yellows zooming around into it. So that's all we have to do. And if you get that right, it'll be interesting.
Oh, it's already looking really amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Now Heather, you're back on my good side.
I'm
She didn't know
trying.
it. You were on my, you know, we had problems there. Heather, I love your boat. Is that your boat? Pictures of you on the boat yesterday, this week, or
Oh, that's
weekend?
my son's boat. Yeah. No, my son
Wow.
bought that.
That's a nice looking boat. You better get us some, we need some sailboat shots.
Well, I was trying to get a few.
I know, but I wasn't gonna bother you and say, sometime we got time. We have time.
Yeah.
But that might be the only time you get to go out. So yeah. Sons, they get that way. Yeah. Got somebody else going out this weekend. Anyway, so where is that? Is that in Brisbane? Brisbane? Okay. She doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. I thought I was on. I'm here. Yeah, he's
Okay.
got it. He's got it in Brisbane. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, just a few little things here trying to finish off there. Got that strike. I might go a little longer on that. Got my greens going back in here, probably just a little stronger yet. Think about this. I do see a nice, really kind of interesting light coming back from the stalk. Right back in here goes the stalk. Then there's a nice piece of light, and then it goes back to dark and stuff. That's always cool to see. I always like anything that the light bends around with the light. Really can, show the form of what you're trying to achieve like that. Really nice. Okay. I'm just gonna put in a little of these blue greens because I got so much green on my brush. I might as well, put these guys in and then see about shrinking them down a little bit. I think this leaf might be a little big. So I'm just gonna go start putting in just regular greens, a little bit warmer ones, and then work to my cooler ones. Everything can be pretty light because of, again, we're going to want some mixes of greens to, have some fun with. This green I'm using here came down from the cat orange side. And looks a little bright, little more thing, but like I said, the fun thing about this is adding a lot of colors to these things as you get going, so that there's not, there's a couple red oranges, couple blue oranges in here, come interesting colors. Just trying to get that shadow right now. Getting the shadow underneath back here. Still using my big brush, trying to get as much out of this big brush as I can. Using the shadow back here of that guy to kind of using it to separate out this stuff a little bit. Getting a little, this one's the blue one back in here, the blue leaf. So I'm just gonna have that blue green I was using over here and back there a little bit, back in here again. Trying to get, pointy shapes.
Your
Why-
leaves,
Yes,
your leaves look like leaves.
Ah, thank you. I guess I
Unlike
can leave now. I am leaving. on a jet plane. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. See, I need all of, I'm so sad. I'm just still sad.
Well, you put a lot of work into it.
I did. But it worked. It got my name out there. I had fun. You guys, it was something very unique for a weekend to do. I mean, or else, I would just been painting at in class here, like for the Saturday guys. So anyway, okay, yeah, just a few colors here, and then now we can go to a little bit lighter values, but I'm not going to go very much more into these leaves than this. Really, I'm going to kind of just let it be a little loosey goosey and soft, and just basically I wanted these guys to be nice pointers to point you into the painting and leave it at that. I didn't get that. I should have got that stalk in a little bit better. There we go. More leaf back in here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. More blue. There'll be a little bit of that going back and forth too, just adding more blue to these spots. But right now, let's get busy. I'm going to lighten up this one here. This is where I'm going to add a little bit of the one with just a little bit of sky color in it. This one just has a little sky color in it. And see how light, yeah, that'll work. And when you grab it, you don't want to have to get every place. I'm really looking at little spots in here that it goes in and comes back out. And so, and using that to, make all the big colored shifts. And again, very light stroke. I mean, a very soft, touch. So we get a nice mix, but we don't get a whole lot of, so you get a little feel of transparency as you go. And most of this color is going to be on the top edge of the leaf, where it goes around and stuff. So where it comes around up top, and it's going to catch a little bit more light. Same back in here. This top, it's just the edges. Just thinking of these things as the roundness. And that's about it. All I have to do is come back and put a vein in the middle, and I'm done with that one. Same here on this one, I'm going to go same color. I probably didn't need all those greens that are made up, because I'm kind of going to go, wasting a lot of time on these greens. Gotta get moving here. Gotta move. So just a few spots. Show you how to get going. Basically, if you hit, few spots on one or two leaves, you nail these leaves right here. You hit those guys really good. Everything else can pretty much take care of itself. You don't have to do a ton more work. I'm just going to waste the rest on my brush, and then we're going to get to some yellows. We're going to get onto our big stuff. Good. We'll get that stuff in, and then we'll get the sky in, and then we'll go back and do the yellows and all the fixes. It goes pretty quick, really. Just go through your colors like this. I have to move that one. A lot of chances for running tangents and stuff on this one. But I think the greens are really nice. I think these greens were work out really well for this thing. I'm confident in this painting already. That's good. Greens are always one of the hardest colors to do too. Just because there are so many variations of it, you got to really get the temperature right, because it's yellow and green and blue. You got to get that temperature right to make it work. That's all I'm saying. Got to get it right. Overshot this thing. I got to get this out of here. So here I'm just going to go through and just kind of clean up where I think I'm going to be putting yellow. It's not that big a deal, but the cleaner the yellows go in, the better it's going to look. All right, that's pretty good. I'm not going to do yellow. No, I'm not. No. I'm going to wipe off this green I got here and just go right into blue. That's what we're doing. We're going to block this baby in. This is the home value color, blue and white. No. Right around a 6. It might be a little darker, so I'm going to put it at the top. And if I need to lighten it, I'll lighten it down a little bit. Make sure you have a lot of this left.
Which one is that? Is that the
This
one with
just- this-
with the
this-
lizard?
no. Yeah. This is just, I think, the blue and white one I'm going with
Okay.
right on top. It's slightly darker, just a hair darker than the other ones yet. And are you keeping up with me?
Skipping
You are
around.
amazing. You are amazing again. I cannot believe you've been able to start keeping up with me. I mean, because
I haven't. I should-
you were so damn slow. Now
she-
look at her.
But she was slow and perfect.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, yeah, she was. She is always perfect. Sorry, that was not meant for you. That was just choking. I didn't tell you guys. Yeah, on Friday night when we stayed at the Radisson in there in Milwaukee for a place to stay, because they gave us a deal through the place. They were redoing their pool
Darn.
there, and oh my God, the fumes were all night. It's like, could not sleep.
That's dangerous.
I know, that's what I
Like
thought. It was.
Epoxy smells.
It was, and I told them about it. Everybody told them about it, you guys shouldn't even be open.
Yeah, that's not good.
That was pretty nasty stuff. But
No wonder you got a cold.
yeah, there it is. I'm suing. I'm going to sue. I'm suing for 20 grand. That's what I'm going to do.
6 ways
If I
to
get-
Sunday.
What's that?
You're going to sue him 6 ways to Sunday.
That's
There we
right.
go. I'm going to. Your husband's still a lawyer. I'm going to give him a call.
Okay.
You guys need a new swimming pool.
Hey, come over. I get some beautiful shots of the swimming pool at night with the lights and everything.
Yeah,
Fun to paint.
That would be
could
real.
fun. All right, we can, you got the summer coming up. We can, work one of those out. Do a
Pool's
Monday.
open. And if the ducks aren't in there, then you can swim.
Yeah, but if
we
the
get-
ducks are, you gotta wait.
we keep chasing ducks away.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah.
You know, your pet ducks?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds it's like fun. Yeah, we got all summer. So
Set a date.
yeah, ruin everybody's vacation. Yeah, we will. We'll set one up. You know, we don't want to keep you waiting. You know, whenever Lisa can do it. See, I just throw it on the back at Lisa. Let her
I
figure
think
it
plein
out.
air painting in the pool would be very nice.
I think it'll be great. I mean, I think that'd be fun. Yeah, definitely. Well, if you have your own kit, that'd be great. I have an extra one or two. Somebody wants, I can bring it. You know, anybody from down under can come for free, or Indiana. Yeah, I'm just putting in these that blue right now. Going around thinking about this. What I'm trying to do is not be perfect. You know, not going to be too perfect with this color. I'm going to lighten it up at the bottom with a little more blue green right here at the bottom of the painting. Kept it a little bit bluer on the top, blue and white. Blue green at the bottom. In the middle here, I started using a more alizarin color in there, and the grayer one I'm just going to put on the outsides a little bit more. The grayer one I'm talking about the oxide red-ish color and stuff. Put that in here, and let's get a little bit of work done here. You know, there we go. Just keep it a little bit more warm at the bottom. The light phthalo green mixed in. Edges, soft. You know, just don't worry about them. Just blend them out a little bit. Don't really want, especially the bottom of the painting here. You know, too many people to go there. We're gonna get this right into the other stock and bring it on over a little bit more here. Like I said, just this is the kind of stuff I was really kind of looking forward to doing right in here. Just doing a quick blend and kind of trying to capture the feeling of this area here without diving into it too hard and just having the colors going on. That's all. Got this. More paint, more paint, more paint, more blues. Things. Okay, and then just really don't need much here. So my blues are done. Greens are done. Darks are in. Really the toughest little areas are going to be just putting in the yellow, the warms and the yellows again. It won't take long. A little bit darker. this one. Oops, didn't need to do that. And then we'll go back in at the end and probably just really dress this thing up with the knife. Get those little, feelings of vines and stuff. I don't even worry about where you put the blues. Get them in there. But yeah, this is a good choice. I mean, I'm, it's been a while since I really painted any sunflowers, so nice to paint one again. All right, I'm gonna need to come. All right, I am done with my big brush. I'm gonna grab a nice synthetic, probably my big one. Oh, there you are. Synthetic. Sure the darks out of it. Okay. I'm gonna go back in now. I'm gonna start looking at my real darks. I mean, I've got some reds here. I want to put in a little bit stronger reds. This is almost like pure what is that? That's Terra Rosa. Just Terra Rosa, just a hair of green into it. But mostly Terra Rosa. So it's really, really red. Because I want to get these little areas in here between the petals. Make sure you got this red showing through here. So, get it in now and then, let the yellow do the rest of the work. So this blends in nicely. So looking at where it can go. Where it feeds. I did go a little bit dark with the green I kind of put in here. A little dark, but I think a lot of it's gonna go away when the yellow hits it. Use just a little bit more here. Probably take these guys down just a hair more too. Could be just shrinking up this guy a little bit. The nice thing about this, when you're doing these kind of flowers and stuff, you can make all kinds of mistakes and it's going to work. It doesn't make a difference. You got the right number of petals or anything like that. And anything we do is going to be better than that goes. So. Wow, no one's fighting me on that. No one's fighting. That's a good crowd. Now you're saying, what do you mean? He's fabulous.
We're all too busy painting.
I know. I'm keeping you guys busy. That's why that's why I was told. Keep these girls busy. Busy, busy, busy. It's working. You guys have been really quiet. That's the thing, is just going through this one. There is a lot of little things that you got to kind of take into consideration on what to do and when to do it. So just going to blend out that a little bit so I don't have any strokes. Get these guys just a little bit redder here and there. Trying to get them ready for the next little thing. Just fade out those middle things there. Same here. Just a little more red in there. I'm kind of feeling like, I went dark with it right off the bat, but now I just want to make sure I have cleaner. It's a little cleaner here and there. When the color hits it, it's not going to be, you know, too horrible. And there we go. Then if I ever need a yellow, I'm pretty good on whatever I have left here. This guy's a little bit big, but not bad. Push it back. Looseness is our friend on this one. We're good. I don't want to wonder what's going on here. Okay. Got to look at these spaces. Sometimes I'm always looking at the negative space of, you know, in these areas here. Like that looks, you know, nothing's painted there. So what's wrong with that? Why did I not touch that spot? And I look, okay, I can see why. But now it's touched. Okay. The tips of those things, and we are on to the fun stuff now. Now you got the darks in. Of course, they're too dark. I really kind of pushed it a little bit in this middle of the sky, a little bit, trying to make it. Because if you want to get dark enough that when you put the colors on top, it's going to do light and stuff. You just don't want to have to go back in and darken it again. So that's why I went a little bit darker. I'm going to start off with my browns again. These are going to be, this one is alizarin and blue and red and yellow. I say browns because of, you know, it looks like brown compared to this, but it's really your shadow colors. So that one looks pretty good. It might be just a little more red in it. It's almost too much like the other one, so I'm putting a little touch more red into this shadow here. So you can see right there, it just went that way. Okay, this one here. Well, might not have to do too much of this because I think the other color I put in is really close. So this is not a huge color like it would have been. I thought it was going to be a little bit more stronger in here, but the red I already put in. That Terra Rosa has already done most of the work here, but over here it's going to be a little bit nice because I can put it in and it can be, you know, help with the transparency feel of the yellows and oranges. So getting these guys in dark enough to grab be fun. That's the thing about these leaves on a sunflower. You know, you can have some fun with them. They don't have to be, you know, they're not perfect. They're just all over, kind of a little bit all over the place. And that's what I like about them. Again, on this guy, nothing to do up there. This guy just a little bit up here. And this guy back in here, maybe a little bit. But he's all pretty much. All right, so now we can get moving. Yeah, let's try it. Let's go for it. I'm going to go with my medium red yellows first and see how they go. This is alizarin and yellow. You know, I think it's going to go on more to the mid-tone ones. Those are the ones that are in the slightly got a little sun in them. Then you got the brighter ones. They're really the ones that stick out. So let's start. I'm going to start off with a pretty decent one up here, basically because I want to dirty in my brush a little bit with the red. So I'm going for the highlight or the one of the things you want to do is really kind of almost flick your brush too at the end when you do these things, because you want that sharp, line, in these things. So when you do it, just twist your brush and just flick it at the end, flick it out. That's, even if it doesn't come out perfectly like what it says, you think it should, it just feels so much nicer. It feels so natural. It does all the work for you. So I'm just going back and forth, I think, with the burnt sienna and yellow here and the alizarin yellow over there. Wish I could say which one. Just putting it down and seeing if it works, and then I will see if I need to warm it up. Okay, this is going to be burnt sienna. I'm going to go with burnt sienna and yellow here. I'm just going to take it around. I'm going to just hit the bottom of the petal. Start with that, and just start to drag it up. And only get about halfway up the petal. I'm just going to stop my brush and just flick it to the rest of the way. And I'll get all the blend, and you also get a little bit of power with it. And so it's just gonna, do everything for you. You're pretty much done with that petal. And you just got to really kind of just go around and repeat it. Got to get these guys a little closer. Kind of probably missing on one here. That's a nice thing too, is you don't have to be perfect on again. Get most of those guys together. You get inside here, you can just kind of push them together a little bit. Help them to create that center a little bit better. Yellow on that one. I'm going to put some yellow on the back of this guy here too. We got here. Push it down. I'm not going to like I was trying to do in there. Just a couple squishes back and forth, but not too many, because you just create a blending mess. A little more light on this back one too. It's where a nice rosemary like this goes a long way. Cleaning up, just doing an edge like this without working too hard. Just does it for, basically it does it for you. which always is good. It's good to have people working for you, doing nice things. So. Okay. No, that's not bad. I probably could put the yellow back there too. I'm gonna go put a little bit darker yellow, kind of a work these guys out a little bit better. That's not bad. That's just burnt umber and red, yellow right here. I'm using for this back guy here. Working it. You know, all the work. We're almost done. Got a lot of big strokes left. Get since I'm working on, I got some of that burnt umber and stuff on my brush. Let's get these guys into shape. And this guy, get everything pushed back here a little bit, straighten it out. Kind of fun. Got a lot of different colors going on in that one yellow. Got a bunch of reds and stuff. Probably go a little warmer though, but we're good. Now, just looking around, seeing if I could put any kind of that kind of beat up yellow in anything here. Yeah, almost everything gets a little bit of this color in it now. We've done sunflowers before, but usually they were in a field with a lot of bunch of other stuff in it. So this is kind of nice just to be to concentrate on the sunflowers themselves. That back in here. See, just a little more red ones on the back end of this guy. Then I can pretty much get to my brighter yellows. And just like that, we are, flying through this thing. We're gonna be right on time. Just have a lot of fun little knife work to do. I'm gonna take a little, let me see if this works. I'm gonna take a little bit of that burnt umber and yellow here. This is just on the darker side. I'm just gonna barely touch my brush down. See if I can get that feel of a little bit of light. I just gotta push the tip. Bristle, I know a bristle. Add bristle somewhere. It'd be great to stick it on there. All right. I got a nice rough that's going. Now I'm going to go to a smaller synthetic, like the number 10 here. And I think I'll play up to do my final cleanups with this. I'm gonna be doing my go to my lighter yellows now. Got the base colors yellow in now. I got all these spaces here left. Basically, I was planning out to put my bright yellows in. So this is just yellow and just a little oak poker in it. Very little ochre. That's mostly yellow, very bright. Let's get this guy right here. So it's really clean, really bright. Everything else has just a little bit more mixes in it. So this will stand out on its own a little bit better. I'm using it, basically going to be using it primarily on this, just these two guys as much as possible. That's why I want to use the main part of this color. I want to use it like everywhere. And then back here, probably. There we go. Now I'm going to go with this next one is just a little cat orange added to it. Goes in that guy. You know, so it's just slightly warmer. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta. Just cut it in there. This one. This guy's probably another bright one over here. It probably could be. This is cat yellow and cat orange again. See how that one just kind of blended together and stuff. It just really need just a little touch more oil into it. And it would have worked out fine. So we're talking little piece of the oil. Don't make them too straight, too. Make them a little curly. Don't want to. Have some fun with them. Keep them fun. You don't want too mechanical. I'm using a little bit more of the. This is now on my last color. Cat orange and, well, this is cat red and cat yellow mix. This is kind of nice. I mean, in fact, because it's just nice. Because everything's real transparent. Because the colors I use are very transparent at the early point. And now I'm using it like an opaque color with the CADs and things. And that is just, you know, going in here and just making the transparencies even that much stronger. Nice. Probably going to darken them in a little bit more on the back sides here. Look for that orange, a few more spots down in here too, because I started working it with in the bottom of this flower. And I knew the yellow I was putting in here wasn't right. So that's the thing is, don't keep making the same mistake. Just doesn't feel right. Move it on. See if you can find it somewhere else, and if the color fits somewhere else, and then then you always got colors to come back to with it and stuff. See if you'll figure out the color. Basically, it's in there. One of these yellows, it's going to be. That's what I was thinking over here. I thought this was yellow. Was just a little bit too bright right in here. And it should be, because this one's getting so much more light. That one. Okay. Same up here. There's only a couple. Brighten up this back one here a little bit more. Couple brighter spots. Maybe I will use some of that cat yellow and ochre here. And on this thing, yeah, that helps. Just to bring out a little bit of more light. Not much. Don't want.
You were talking about Van Gogh.
Are you
This
having
is what-
fun? Yeah, I was talking about Van Gogh being stinky. Having fun with these guys. We can do it too. No. Just gonna hit the yellows here in spots and start livening it up. Hopefully the lighter ones will push this flower up a little bit better. Brighter ones back in here. Yeah, one of the things you just don't want to over mix. Just kind of, let the brush do the work again. Halfway there, 3/4 of the way there. All right, got a lot of good stuff going on. I'm going to brighten up this guy a little bit more. Really want to use that brighter yellow back in here to push this flower out a little bit more. So. That helps. And then get that green back there a little bit. Okay. Tighten up this thing a little bit. you would like those guys to hold more paint. And to do that, really try putting it on with a bristle instead of putting it on with a synthetic. Sometimes synthetics kind of scrape the paint too away as you're putting it on. So bristle will do a better job putting a gob of paint on here. Much better, much better. Okay, now we just dress it up a little bit. Okay. How are we doing? Everybody doing well?
So far.
Well,
Yeah, well. Couple leaves in down here. Like I said, shapes. I don't want just kind of simple shapes down in here. I don't want anything to be too much, too strong edged. But, you know. Here. Sorry. Oh, it's still coming through. Yeah.
you better
Right,
go
you
to
guys
the doctor.
They got me good. Oh. That is pretty good so far. How are you guys doing?
I like this one.
It is fun, isn't it? Good. You know, Shar came up with it. She did a great job. Little shot. Nice shot. Thank you, Shar. We did her elephants too. We did her elephants in the beginning. So, yeah, she's done a few things here for us.
I've been really disappointed this year. It's been so dry. My sunflowers aren't doing very well.
Oh, no. Yeah. Got to water them, you know?
Well, I have so many of them. I have 15 acres and they're spread all over the place. And
Yeah.
I'm disappointed because I like to cut them and I buy vases that like Goodwill and then I give
Yeah.
them away to people. And they're so, I don't know, friendly and happy. People love getting them.
Oh, they are great. They are so much fun. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, yeah, it's been really weird. It's going to be such a dry, man.
Yes.
It's going to hurt a lot. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. You know, I think how much time is it? Quarter after? Oh, not yet, but I'll just bring up my knife a little bit. And see about putting some warmer reds and stuff in here to bring some life to it. So maybe a vein or something in a flower. Always look for a little bit of warmth. Got this whole section here, just a little bit of warmth in the eye. Well, hopefully the sunflowers won't be all gone in France when we get there.
Are they having a drought too?
Yeah, I mean they have forest fires too. They're like Canada. Like wow, everywhere, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Is it smoky where you are?
Not really. I think we're
No.
okay so far. No?
Yeah, I
Right?
think it's more out east, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. We have Margaret from out there and stuff, and yeah, she's sleeping on her couch and not watching tonight. So she could have told us what the heck's going on out there. Yeah, I'm just using my knife now to do a little bit of lines, and loosening it up, and just leaving chunks of paint here and there. That's about it. Not bad. Nice, fun little painting again. I guess, yeah, we'll just
Oh,
think about it. So I'll bring it in.
yours is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Oh, so
Then we're gonna
beautiful.
do this.
Gorgeous.
It's a kind of simple. I mean, for me, you know, I kind of know where I'm going, and I don't need a ton of drawing and stuff. So it does keep it kind of. I am able to keep it simpler, but I understand. You know, you guys need more time to really dig into these things. So, you know, when you're done, put them up on the site, and you know, I don't think there'd be a whole lot to do on this one. I think it's pretty much a good one. I think finish on. Okay, everybody can start turning on their machines and things. We'll go through and see what everybody has. Who's up? Who's going to be first? Lynette's up first. The Lynette's always up first. The rest of you guys,
Mine is a pile of mush.
pile of mush. She says again. Let's see what a pile of mush looks like.
Here, I'll show you the picture.
The picture looks fabulous. You nailed it. Oh, whoa! Look at those. Those are beautiful.
Oh, come on.
No,
gorgeous.
Lynette, they
They don't
feel
look very
really.
good to me.
It doesn't look like a pile of mush to me. It looks really good.
Same.
I think
Very expressive.
it's really nice. They look like they are in the shadows. You know, those ones that are facing down. They feel very shadowy, and that's really nice. They feel consistent in shadow. They don't like pop out weirdly and stuff. The top one, man, that thing's gorgeous. To just leave those guys alone. Maybe just got to hit the. Basically, all you're missing is really hitting those highlights, yellows. The leaf just really almost pure yellow. Now you got to use almost on top of them. So just a really good clean brush. Hit those guys really strong. You know, it'll mix on its own. That's beautiful. Your other ones on the outside, they could go. They just need a little more. Basically, just you got to play with the blue and play with the shape a little bit more on the outside big ones. Just that's all it is on yours. Those but they look fabulous. Your leaves look good. Color looks really good in the leaves. Shadow, Lynette, this is huge. This is really great for you. Those vines aren't too thick. They are thin, and you did it in an hour. You could go to Milwaukee.
Yeah, oh, sure.
You kick their butt, Lynette. You kick their butt.
No, yeah, but I need to have you overseeing me and telling me what to do.
I will. I'll work you all. Okay, one little thing there though. You got a leaf, and the top head, the light yellow one on the very top.
Yeah,
You got a leaf there, kind of like the edge of the flower and the leaf are lining up a little. So you're gonna have to break those lines a little bit.
okay.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, yeah, I
think
see that. Okay.
You are running in a fabulous spot here. That's really nice. Way to go, Lynette.
Well, thank
Beautiful.
you.
Really nice.
struggled. Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's a good struggle you got going. All right, let's go with Ann. You're up.
I can't follow that. That was really good.
I know, wasn't it?
That was really good. And I just have a big mush. But
Pretty. Oh, that's nice.
that's gonna be a bee.
A bee?
A bee.
A big bee?
A bee. I've done bees before and I really like them. Whenever I do a floral thing or try to do a floral thing,
Uh-huh.
I gotta stick a bee on it. And,
Okay.
so it's gonna be a big buzzing bee. And bees like sunflowers.
Okay. No. Fabulous. Great idea. I'm not joshing. Yeah. That a bee's fabulous to do. Sunflowers are starting to be there. You just got to go in there now and start edging them out, or which one are you going to use? You're going to figure out, do the yellow oranges to edge out your sunflowers, or are you going to come back with the blue and bring that in? Probably going to be both.
Yeah.
Right?
Go back over your colors when we get the video because my colors went to mush, but that
Oh,
you're
it's beautiful.
It's really good
Pretty.
composition.
Yeah.
Composition, it's going to be really, it's so nice.
the bees
So,
gonna be really, bee stingy looking.
Yeah. Well, I think you're fine. I think the bee's going to make it. So,
We'll see.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, just a little more, just more paint on the sky and bring that in there. Probably go just a hair darker at the top, the blue, just to get the richness, and that will give a little enough contrast to the yellows to make those guys pop. The yellow, okay?
Mhm.
That's really all I do.
Mhm.
Since you still got to put it in again, so do that.
Well,
And
do the color mix and go back through and get your good colors because green is really hard.
it is hard. It is so hard. I'm glad we painted, worked on some greens here. I don't even know if I don't even think I got it all in the right spot, but that's the thing is, you just you got to be able to play with it. So you need a lot of different greens just to play with them. And sometimes it just brings the things to life with all the play you do.
Yeah.
But I think that's really beautiful. I like the way it moves. It has a good movement to it. It'll be fun to finish and sell it. Finish and sell.
10 hours and I'll have it.
You get 1 hour. 1 hour. Just like everybody else. No more of this playing around. We're cutting it all down to 1 hour. I got to get you guys into shape. All right. There's Ann. Another Ann. Anne Marie.
No,
Dark.
I didn't paint this evening.
It's
My
dark.
fingers aren't working so well, but I did watch and I will try with the video.
Okay. All right. That's good to hear. How you doing? How you feeling?
This last couple days has been a challenge, but I'm
Yeah.
doing well.
Good. That's, good. We're glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go on Lisa P. let's not go to Lisa P. She's gonna paint. If she's gonna paint like this, she's off the island.
I gotta get
Gorgeous.
out of here.
Wow,
Hold on.
Get
wow,
out of here.
There we go.
that
I,
is feeling good.
I am blown
Awesome.
away. That's
Well done.
blown away.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Wow.
okay. It's okay.
It's a start.
No, shut up.
It's
God, girl,
Lisa.
she just nails something. That's a start. Yeah, you know, yeah. Go back to nursing. That's what you should do. Go back to nursing. Forget about
Definitely
this.
better at nursing.
Yeah, Jesus, you're a multitasker. This is fabulous. Gosh, the greens
Yeah,
and everything.
I'm having fun with this one.
Oh, well, about time you have fun with something. You know, we will
Yeah.
make it easy for you.
I'm not as frustrated as I usually am at this time of the evening.
I love the loose. I love some of the air in the pedals that you got going and stuff. Just throw them out there. You can't make them all perfect. That's the whole thing about this. You can't make every pedal perfect, or the whole thing just kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
You got to have the ugly ones. You got to have these non-perfect ones to make perfect ones even better.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
can
what
see
you're-
putting a piece of masking tape over the whole right side though, because it's not necessary.
Yeah, you can see that stuff.
Yeah,
So, you can either keep adding some yellows to it or something like that,
Yeah.
and then cut it.
yeah. I really like
Yeah.
the reference. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
unusual for sunflowers, It's that the way they're folded
Yeah,
over.
no, I
Really nice.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad I
it's a
picked
really
it.
nice photo.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Gorgeous, Lisa.
I'll take all the credit. We're not going to give Char any. That's
Well
the
done,
thing.
Char.
Sure, you do get all the credit.
Yeah.
But you did a great job on this, man. That feels so good.
just-
so
I'm kind
nice.
of just kind of proud I kept up. 'Cause that's
I
hard.
know. You guys are amazing so far. I can't believe you guys kept up.
But
I mean-
I drew most of it ahead of time though. I didn't like wing it.
I
Like you
only
did.
gave it to you at the end. You only got it a half hour before class.
Yeah, but I still drew it.
Okay.
Tried to draw it. I got the most of it in.
All right. It's fabulous. Congrats.
Thanks.
I can't even tell you what to do to it.
Hmm.
I can, but I'm not gonna. You're
Okay.
gonna have to suffer through it, I think.
All right, I'll try and wing it.
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
definitely show some more, just keep going. Boy, I want to see this one.
I think you
Put
should
it
leave
up.
it alone. Don't you think?
I
it's
don't
good
think
the
you
way
need
it
a
is?
whole lot more to do even. Go ahead, Lynette. What?
Oh, I don't think she needs to do anything more. It's beautiful.
I know. That's what I was saying.
Brett,
She's
Thank
really
you,
close.
Lynette. Kiss,
She got the
kiss.
little, let's
Gee.
ruin it for her. Ruin it for
Yeah.
Oh,
her.
you're
I think you need a
you're-
B. I
you're
think I'd add a B.
Hey,
Super.
Lisa, your competition for that lady, Madge or whatever her name, Marge, out in DuPage Art League. This is competition for her.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
the
She has
flower lady.
sunflower.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
These are
beautiful.
Well, it was a nice reference. I got excited
right.
when I saw that.
It is. Glad you
And
painted it.
Lynette sent me the photo earlier, Jim.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna
So
let.
I had the photo. I just needed to get in and get the website and all, or the Zoom thing.
Okay, no problem. You're always good. Kathleen, are you around?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you look like a piece of cardboard.
I flipped it, so hopefully I won't have trouble.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
Oh
pretty.
man. Oh man. You
Wow.
guys, this is up all your guys' alleys, aren't you?
Yeah, this
Love-
was fun.
Wow.
My finger's in the way, I guess.
Yeah, it's your thumb. Wow, those are great looking flowers.
Mm.
Really well
Lots of-
done, and some really nice petals flicks and good different directions. Now don't overwork it.
Oh.
You're almost there. You're almost there. Just keep your sky clean. Keep your sky clean. Okay, that's all you have to do. So are you going upside down with this one or what? Or are you just painting upside down right now? She doesn't want to answer. Kathleen.
You can't, oh, sh-
Okay, Kathleen, you're off the island. That's it. No more goofing off.
am I on mute?
Yeah, you're mute. No, you're fine. We can hear you now. I'm just telling you, I think, is it upside down, or are you going to flip it back around, or are you going to let it grow up like that? Okay. Yeah, that's a good answer there. Okay, gotta do that. Whatever you want. But I just say, yeah, you gotta just keep it clean and subtle back there, a little bit cleaner, because you want it to overpower the yellows and stuff, all that beautiful work you did that back there up front. You don't want the background to pull away too much, but it's, you know, it looks like you're cleaning it up, so it looks better. It looks like you're gonna be fine. But I'm just telling you, clean it up.
Oh, am I?
You're talking little by little.
In and out.
You're in and out. Just finish it. It's beautiful. Okay, next person. She's not going to answer us. Heather, did you paint? Char?
Hello?
No.
I
Hang
painted.
on.
Heather didn't paint then?
Yeah, I painted a bit. But I think
Uh,
Char's up.
I
It
know,
doesn't
I'll
matter.
get
Go
Char.
ahead.
No, I got Char. I'd rather have Char.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, Heather's a problem.
I'm not a problem.
Whoa.
I didn't get my lights in strong enough.
Nice.
Oh,
Very
wow.
Wow.
That's
That is
beautiful.
fabulous.
Choked
Yeah,
him
it's
all
okay.
up.
It's only okay. Don't tell her it's fabulous.
It's
Don't let it go to her.
fabulous.
Her head's getting big. Her head's gonna explode.
Oh, wow.
That's coming along. Yeah. You need to probably just really hit the almost pure yellow on just a few spots on those
Yeah.
things, and everything is gonna just jump. That's
Yeah.
all you got to do. It was so beautiful. Great job on that, man. That's well
I-
done.
I was getting a little heavy-handed, so I was picking up a little too much green. So I think, once it dries a little bit, I can go
You
in
could-
there and get that yellow in strong in a few places and
You big chicken.
ah,
Put it in
Yes.
there when you're supposed to put it in there.
yes, yes.
Put it in and be done. No more playing around. It's done. Really great. You started this last week, didn't you?
Nope.
This is fabulous, girl. This is really, really good.
Great, thank you.
God, you guys all did so well. We're not going to paint anything but sunflowers from now on. All right, Heather. Heather, turn it on. We got to see. Here she goes.
Well, I was gonna do it on a board like this,
Yeah.
and I even sort of sketched it in, and then I liked your idea of doing it square. So anyway, I'm happy I got started because I haven't done very many sunflowers.
Oh,
So
that's, gonna
that's
be
as far as I
great.
got.
That's a
That's
really
as far
good
as I
little
got, but-
design.
Cool.
I think it'll work.
Oh yeah, that will definitely work. That is a really good design. That's fun. That almost looks like, that looks like a nice piece of fabric. I mean, really rich and stuff. That's a very high-end thing. That's really going to be nice.
I just have to watch how you did the petals again.
Yeah. One
But
more
that's all
time, I
right.
think on that. I think that's all it is. It's just where you put the shading in, and then how you bring in the paint on top. But just do a Collie Whison. Right? Basically, you put that darks underneath, and you just
Oh,
brighten it
I
up.
wish I could paint like him.
Yeah. Well, he wishes too. Anyway,
Anyway, I'm always glad if I can get something on the canvas because it's hard to keep up.
no, I know it's hard to keep up, but that's a lot of good painting in one hour of painting. And that's what that's all we really want to do, guys, is, attack these things, get it going for you. You're not thinking, you're just reacting. You're just taking the colors, you're putting them down where they belong and just going through it. And you're going to find your paints, everything just comes out so much richer. But yeah, kind of fun little painting. Let's see. I think we are done. But I tell you, if you guys want to keep going on Monday nights here for a little bit, I still have the Saturday going on because I had a couple conflicts came up and stuff. So they got a couple more weeks to go yet after this week. So, I'll send you guys out links and stuff to see if you guys want to paint, if I can figure anything to paint and stuff. Maybe just more sunflowers since you guys did so well. Anyway.
Well, if I may, if I may say something.
Yes, you can.
This is Anne Marie. And although I didn't paint tonight, I have to tell you, Jim, that, and to everybody in the class, these sessions are so affirming and wonderful to see what other people are doing and to push ourselves in our own painting. And they're also particularly for me healing. And so I want to thank you very much, Jim.
Oh, no
I
problem.
agree.
Yes,
Mhm.
it's wonderful.
It's group
You guys
therapy.
you guys make it easy. You guys really make it easy. It's just kind of like, you guys don't heckle me that much. And, I appreciate it. And, yeah, I just, it's a lot of fun to paint with you guys. So, and I'm glad you guys are speeding up and following me and getting ahead. I mean, look at Char. She's done with hers. I don't know how fast she could paint. And you guys, you guys are pretty much amazing. I mean, because keeping up with me is something. We just got to get Ann out there work a little faster. She's really slow. Those California people, she gets that 2 hours behind.
Well, I'm 2 hours earlier, so you guys are into the night. I'm just getting ready to start dinner.
Okay. Well, you got
Hey,
all the good stuff.
I'm 18 hours ahead of you.
Oh, golly.
I know. It's amazing. But anyway, guys.
Bravo you.
Well, thank you. Thank
Thanks
you
for
very much for
everything.
joining.
Yeah, thanks
appreciate it.
everybody. It's been great.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank
All right.
very, very much.
Have a good summer over there.
We will. You guys take her easy. I'll let you know about summer classes. They're probably going to be a la carte. We'll pick them out and you guys can pick the ones you want to do.
Thank
All right.
you.
Wonderful.
All right.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.